Hi there, welcome to I Alone Fly Tarot. I'm going to do a tarot card reading for Pisces energy. I'm going to get out some energy oracle cards to just kind of see what the theme of the story might orient around. And then we're going to do some tarot. Um, I'll try to show how the story, we all have free will, so we all have these energies available to us in our Pisces energy to be creative and inspired and tap into our intuition and our emotions, or people can choose to use these energies in a negative manner because they don't want to tap into their emotions and they want to operate more from pride and ego. So let's see. We have wisdom, solitude, memories of love. So it looks like some people are taking time to reflect and gain insight, reflecting on what it means to be in a loving, kind relationship. Oh, and underneath, the reason that came out is the crown chakra, which is about really listening to your intuition, hopefully from a higher perspective of life, not just worldliness. So let's see what wants to come out for Pisces energy. We're all trying to balance Pisces energy within us. Pisces energy is water sign, emotional energy. So if you're someone who taps into your intuition and your dreams and your creativity, then this would apply to you. You could be dealing with someone who's a Pisces sun sign, and they could be the one more in shadowy energy, and you're the one in more positive Pisces. Just got to fit yourself in there where you fit. Okay. Well, looks like the shadowy people are the easiest to live with or to read here. And maybe you positive Pisces are over here gaining insight and wisdom about it, listening to your intuition. There was someone here who had an energy about them of wanting to win at all costs. So they're kind of tipped out of balance into some shadow, pride, and ego, making decisions that are best for them, not caring who else gets hurt. They could have put a lot of creative effort to keep things hidden, to hide that they actually wanted to walk away emotionally from whatever they were involved in, a relationship with you or someone else, because they wanted to kind of take reckless, non committal action. You positive people are listening to your intuition about this, where this type of person is in denial of the truth. They don't want to listen to their intuition. Part of that is tapping into your emotions. Let's go see right away what they were keeping hidden. They might have wanted to move towards a Pisces because the moon card is a Pisces energy. What they wanted to keep hidden was the truth. Oops, oh my gosh. Maybe they had decided they were keeping hidden that they didn't want to move forward with a long-term plan. Because they wanted to take a risk. Let's see, where did the Knight of Wands want to go to? They wanted to go to a Queen of Cups, which I see as Scorpio energy. Sometimes it can be like either they wanted to go towards a Scorpio, but not offer love. Interesting. Well, what was the purpose of going to the Queen of Cups if they weren't going there for love? Okay. I think they were, if they had been in a relationship with positive Pisces people who did want to give a lot of creative effort to keep moving forward into the unknown, where you walk away from the old ways of thinking and believing and perceiving the world in order to have hope, faith, and belief that you want to head towards emotional wish fulfillment and fight for the things you're passionate about coming from the energy of love. This person didn't want to do that. They were defensive towards people who want to take a risk and trust the universe. And so they decided to maybe return to someone else because maybe to just exchange resources, to kind of maybe have more of a transactional type of relationship, because they're not ready to move forward in a positive manner. Okay, let's go get some more. So they turn their back on moving forward, offering love to the future, because they're in a mental prison, trapped by like fears, insecurities, or maybe worried about what everyone would say if they were to move forward in a different way. So we're in a mental prison about putting in work and effort to start fresh, to start new, to take the lessons of the past and use that to add to your foundation, to grow and learn and expand. You know, part of that maybe would have involved meaning that they would have had to learn to emotionally nurture themselves, to be like their own best mother, father, coach voice in their head. People who are tipped out of balance, you know, they come more from fear and pride and insecurity, and they're not offsetting their fears and insecurities with love and compassion and treating themselves like someone they value. You know, they are can end up being codependent on other people to nurture them. So they might go get in a relationship with someone else who might either remind them of a mother or someone who will mother them. Let's go see, why does this person have fears and insecurities about putting in work and effort to move forward in their life? Because they're in a mental prison about taking taking bold, confident action in their life, fighting for the things that they're passionate about. Maybe because of their belief system. The Taurus Hierophant is our overarching belief systems by which we make all decisions in our life. And their belief system might be very earthly grounded based. Maybe they don't have a belief in a higher power. You know, they just think all there is this. And okay, well, let's go see. Why do they have fears and insecurities about taking bold, confident action in their life other than their belief system? You know, in your belief system, those are things you acquire from childhood. You know, maybe people in this person's childhood was like, oh, nobody does that, or they look down on it. You know, people who stepped outside of the box, who didn't do everything like everyone else, that's frowned upon. Or maybe they were told, you know, and discouraged from taking kind of bold, unique, confident action in their life. Let's go see. Why do they have fears and insecurities about taking bold, confident action? Okay, so here's that, you know, putting in work and effort to have that brand new beginning. Their defense of doing that is the Knight of Swords. Kind of like something in their mind tells them, you can't do that. You know, if they were to think of putting in that work and effort to work together from an emotional foundation within themselves and to work together with others to do that, they'd have to be willing to stand up and defend themselves. Maybe they fear that people would argue with them. Let's go see. What does the Knight of Swords? Oh, you know, they'd have to be willing to see the emotional possibilities, is what the Seven of Cups can talk about. People who are in positive, high vibrational, hopeful energy, they do see all the emotional possibilities of moving forward. Um, Maybe this person's afraid that if people were to, either their own mind tells them that's illusion, that's not true, you can't do that. Maybe their mind gets confused about emotions because Seven of Cups is about 7 different emotions that they have. Um, they may have illusions and delusions about what life is supposed to be like, and that's what keeps them kind of in a mental prison about putting in work and effort to move forward. What does the Knight of Swords say? Since the Knight of Swords is defensive of moving forward, what does the Knight of Swords have to say? Maybe that if you move forward and take creative, inspired action, you're going to be maybe really stressed about believing you can manifest your dreams into reality, being aligned with love, and because maybe you'll be really stressed, um, let's see. Let's see. If you take swift action forward, somebody who's already in shadowy energy wants to win at all cost, gave a lot of creative effort, maybe secretly, to walk away, to take impulsive action towards a Queen of Cups. They dream on turning their back on love because they're in a mental prison about putting in work and effort to have a new beginning. Maybe they're in a mental prison because, well, for one, they probably turn their back on a loving relationship in order to keep things hidden, to go about things the way that they're going about things. If they keep going about things the way they do it, they could be stressed that the people who do believe they can manifest their dreams into reality will have their dreams come into reality in like a love relationship. And that would put an end to the backstabbing that they maybe did of that person when they wanted to win at all costs and walked away from them. They have fears about moving forward because people who are fearful of moving forward in the energy of love are really afraid that it will end and that they'll be the ones betrayed. That's why they have this win at all costs attitude. It's like, I don't trust anybody. I'm afraid that, it's kind of like people who get in a relationship and they treat their partner almost like an enemy they have to defeat because they're so sure that they're going to get betrayed, that if there's going to be a winner and a loser, they're going to make sure they're the winner. And so they put a lot of creative effort secretly in order to walk away because they don't dare move forward in a loving relationship because they don't trust love. So they turn their back on love and because they're in a mental prison about moving forward. But they get in another relationship that they kind of treat more like a job, like for stability and security. But they're really stressed out about that, putting in that work and effort in that relationship. Because, for one, they're afraid that the person they may be left behind who does believe in love and is willing to keep moving forward, manifesting their dreams, they're afraid that person will move forward and, you know, that that will be like a tower moment to their foundation, and they'll be the ones left feeling like they were backstabbed and defeated. And in the new relationship they're in a mental prison because they might be stressed that if they keep moving forward in this relationship that they're treating more like a job, that they're stressed about if they can keep up the illusion to have their dreams come in from this relationship, or if it'll all crash down and they'll be betrayed. You know, you either get into a relationship from love and you're willing to move forward, or you get in a relationship not for love and you're stressed out because you're kind of creating an illusion in it, and you're always fearful that the truth, this is like light being shed on a faulty foundation, and that it'll end. They might want the relationship that's not based on love to last, because then they feel like they won't get hurt because they're in a relationship that's not based on love anyway. So they feel like emotionally they can't get hurt, but they're stressed the whole time in it because they're actually, as a magician, they're creating an illusion. And I think we have the Two of Swords come out on the bottom here. It's like this person's in a catch-22. They can't be in a relationship for love because they're really fearful of that and fearful of being hurt. So if they do get in a relationship like that, they put in a lot of work and effort secretly to figure out a way to walk away. You know, they're hiding the fact that they don't plan to move forward with this long-term plan, and they plan to take a risk because they're afraid of taking a leap of faith towards love, that they kind of want to be in relationships on the way that they perceive love, which might be based on how a mother figure or how they understood love growing up. But being in that type of relationship that isn't quite based on love, it could be more on work, effort, manipulation. You know, they're in a mental prison because they're putting in work and effort into kind of like a triangulated relationship where it is kind of competitive and manipulative. But that's maybe how they grew up, understanding how to work together with others, and they're defending that relationship. They could be stressed out because anybody they had been in a loving relationship with before that did want to move forward in a positive manner, those people are moving forward. It's like, oh crap. Well, they're moving forward, having hope, faith, and belief. I don't dare do that. And then I'm in this relationship and I'm afraid this one is maybe going to blow up because I don't know how long, I can create illusion in this relationship. Ugh. Wow. And you positive Pisces are over here gaining wisdom and insight about it, listening to your intuition about these people who are kind of in an icky relationship. But they are putting work and effort to move forward with this new relationship they got into. Okay, let's continue the story. So then what? Maybe even the relationship they got into could have blown up on them. And now they're maybe putting in work and effort on a new beginning. Maybe if that other one blew up, they're either going to choose one way or the other, because we got free will. What way do you choose to live your life? This person will either put in work and effort to have a new beginning, again, in the Six of Cups, repeating past patterns of the past, and instead of harnessing these energies in a positive way, the Leo Virgo energy, they will just try to be strong and continue to hide within. If they have learned their lessons from this past experience, because, if foundations keep being really disruptive, you get tired of that, and maybe you decide, oh my gosh, I need to learn my lessons, and I do want to work with people from that pure, loving, believing kind of energy. and they're going to put in work and effort to become emotionally strong and brave, where they tap into their emotions and figure out why they were so defensive and guarded before, and do the Virgo hermit work, where you go within to gain insight and wisdom. You shed light on the things you kept in the dark that you didn't want to see before. Let's go see, why was this person initially so guarded and defensive? Oh. Well, they weren't maybe happy. They weren't emotionally independent. They were maybe very codependent. They were maybe very unhappy. Maybe something with a family had already ended, and they didn't want to go within to gain insight and wisdom. The people in their life who were emotionally self-sovereign, who were happy and had gone within to gain insight and wisdom, had probably found out that this person had a win-at-all-costs attitude. And so when they realized that this person isn't willing to take responsibility for their own emotional state, they are willing to let go of a happy family because of their win at all costs attitude, because they don't want to go within to gain insight and wisdom. These positive type people left their life. So if those people left their life, this person then put in a lot of creative effort, maybe to keep things hidden, so that they could walk away and take action towards a Queen of Cups. They were keeping hidden maybe that they lied, that they were unstable. Because Ace of Swords upright would be the truth, and Knight of Pentacles would be willing to move forward with a long-term stable plan. So maybe they were overwhelmed, keeping their emotions hidden, keeping things hidden. They weren't speaking the truth. They weren't taking stable, abundant action in their life. They felt unstable. They were unwilling to speak the truth about why they let go of a long-term plan. Maybe they kept hidden that they had planned to walk away to go towards a Queen of Cups. Okay, well, let's go see. What did they think would come of their relationship, of being in a relationship with the Queen of Cups? Oh, something more aligned with their belief system? Because they're a person who has a lot of stress and anxiety? Tell us more about what they thought would come from getting into a relationship with the Queen of Cups. That they would, well, somebody's kind of tipped out of balance. Again, they're looking for people to enable them. They're codependent. So they thought they could be happy as a partner with the Queen of Cups. That was their wish and dream. And they were going to maybe defend it. So Taurus energy, actually, I see the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. I see the Queen of Pentacles as Taurus energy, and the Hierophant energy is Taurus energy. So two Taurus energies together, and they wanted to go towards this Queen of Cups, who they felt they could be in a relationship with, be a partner with, and that was their dream. And they wanted to defend that relationship. But what was, if they turn their back on offering love to the future, probably because they were in their head about putting in work and effort to be emotionally strong and brave and go within to gain insight and wisdom. And with this person of the past, they felt like they could maybe repeat past patterns of the past. What were they hoping? What was their wish and dream? What type of what dream relationship was this going to be in Aquarius star energy? What did they think this dream relationship would be? Oh, not very positive. That they could walk away emotionally from things that they'd invested in, that they could communicate maybe to someone who felt like they'd missed an emotional opportunity, and bring down old foundations. Maybe they felt they could walk away, creatively ignore love, cause a tower situation over there, maybe. I don't know, maybe cause a tower moment for other people who were going forward in joy and celebration. And, that's really sad. If people get in a relationship with someone else in order to cause disruption for other people, and have them in a mental prison too. But, if other people aren't willing to move forward in a positive manner, they could, well, how could we read this? Looks like they'd be happy with the Queen of Pentacles, looking like the shining star, maybe. They're not coming from love. The dream is to walk away, take action where you ignore love, maybe being in their disruptive type foundation that they already exist within, which is kind of like a, let's just focus on triangulated type relationships. Here we can be in that triangulated relationship with someone from their past, communicate to someone in their past, let go of one foundation to reunite with this person from their past because they're in a mental prison about moving forward. So it's their wish and dream to reunite with someone from their past, let another old foundation go, to be in this relationship of the past. Maybe that they felt they'd missed an opportunity with. And be in a mental prison? That doesn't seem like much of a wish or a dream. Maybe, though, if they can be in a triangulated relationship, if you're willing to learn your lessons and be in reciprocal loving energy with people, you are willing to add to your foundation. Then you would be willing to, get aligned within yourself and be in a loving reciprocal relationship. And maybe this person's dream, because of patterns from their past, is to be in relationships where it's triangulated. And triangulated is like a little emotionally deceptive and controlling. That doesn't sound very nice. What would be some shadow aspects of people who dream of being in triangulated relationships? Manipulative, because that way they can just complain about life, I guess. I don't know. What else would be some of the shadow aspects of people who choose to be in shady Pisces energy? Well, and shady Pisces energy is about not being willing to see things from any other perspective but your own, and being in your pride and ego, and taking risks and taking actions in order to prove a point. Materialistic and obsessive because they're impatient. So the Taurus energy is about, that earth sign aspect of ourselves that's determined and puts in work and effort, but it is also that aspect of ourselves that puts in the work and effort to be surrounded by luxuries in life. And so maybe this person wants to go to someone who they view as either like a mother figure that maybe reminds them of their mother since they're kind of repeating past patterns of their past, maybe a Scorpio energy, um, based on their emotional love of money, possibly. And since they don't want to move forward in positive, loving energies, they're maybe thinking that they could be happy in this type of situation. I guess maybe just these cards didn't come out very positive for them. So, you positive Pisces, if you dealt with anyone like this, um, you have listened to your intuition, you've gained wisdom, you've taken time and self reflection in solitude to gain insight and wisdom. And the way you would harness these energies in a positive way is instead of wanting to win at all costs, not caring who gets hurt, you, in the Five of Swords, are protecting your future. And it can also be that instead of being in your head about things, you're willing to come into balance between your heart and your mind, and it can talk about willing to have change in your life. So you are putting a lot of creative effort to discover what was hidden beneath the surface within yourself and your own emotions, or regarding this person, because you want to walk away from these old ways of thinking, believing, perceiving, if it was just things about yourself, or if you were in a relationship with someone who was secretive and manipulative, kind of, that you want to be able to walk away from that because you want to take action in your life where you go for those things that you're passionate about, and you want to move forward in those deep Scorpio emotions and work together with other people and in relationships and with partners, that are also willing to come from those unconditionally loving emotions, where people are emotionally self-sovereign, where people know their worth and value, where people do have hope, faith, and belief in a higher power, that's what they believe can get them through their darkest times in life. And you want to have good boundaries based on what the life experiences that you've learned, because you don't want to have people in your future again who take foolish risks. You want to be in relationships with people who want to take bold, confident action, who do have hope, faith, and belief. And you're dreaming of moving forward, offering love to the future, and making a proposal to the future. You are working through all the thoughts in your head. Putting in work and effort to work together from an emotional foundation within yourself and with others, and standing up for the victories you have in your own life and the relationships that you feel help you rise above to that inner conflict and competitive energy, where you're willing to speak the truth and use your resources to move forward, putting in the work and effort to have this new beginning in your life, where you are in Leo Virgo energy, being emotionally brave and confident, willing to step into the spotlight of your life, having emotionally tempered your fears, your insecurities, your pride, your ego, and going within to do the work all the time. Virgo energy should be an ongoing, it's an earth sign energy, is paying attention to the details of our life, putting in the work and effort. And part of that is always going within to see, what is it I don't want to look at? What am I maybe trying to hide from? And the reason you want to do that is because you want to walk away from the old ways of being or thinking or perceiving, to take creative, inspired action about, to accept that cup of love. It's like, I don't want to focus on past relationships that didn't work out. I'm going to take creative, inspired action about those missed opportunities in the past, and I'm going to let those foundations go. I am going to operate from an emotional foundation within myself, work together with others in joy and celebration, and maybe give a lot of thought about what you want to do next. What was on the bottom of that deck? It was the Ace of Pentacles. To move forward, to use the life experiences you've had to everything, all of our soul journey is life experience, like little kids learning to walk. It's like, oh, when you're first going about something, don't go so fast that you hit yourself on the corner of the wall going through the doorway. It's like, take it slow, take it easy. Just take all the life experience you've had, use them to add to your foundation as you go, so that you can let go. We go from Eight of Swords to Three of Swords. So let go of that mental conflict to heal. Take the past, memories of the past, the happy memories of the past, you know, let the past cycles of the past and past ways of being and thinking and believing, let those go. Be authentically yourself. Be in life giving energy that's warm and kind and generous. And you be in that energy. Be around other people who want to be in that energy. And that's what can help you be in that unconditional loving energy to get in the driver's seat of your life and be emotionally balanced and move forward, where you're willing to take creative, inspired action to tap into your Pisces energy, to see things from all perspectives. So there can be balance and equal give and take in your life. There you go, Pisces. I wish you peace, love, and joy, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.